Welcome back to my episode reviews of the original Rescue Bots cartoon. Today, we're taking a look at the episode Little White Lies.
Tell me sweet little lies.
In this episode, Chief Burns and Chase become trapped in an old lead mine, and the others must figure out where they are. We begin this episode with Chief Burns trying to get Mr. Pettypaws down from the top of the statue of his ancestor and Griffin Rock's founder, Horace Burns. Graham, Boulder, Cade, and Heatwave finish what they're doing and race towards the town square, where Mr. Pettypaws jumps down and runs into the middle of the road. Oh no, Mr. Pettypaws! Luckily, the poor kitty doesn't get run over, but the rescue bots end up crashing and causing a lot of property damage. They really should know better than to be racing, especially on a wet road. We then learn that it's apparently Chief Burns' birthday. Aww, happy birthday, Charlie. We also see Blades and Boulder discussing different celebrations.
Birthday? Is that the human celebration with the lit up tree?
Birthdays are when you set the dessert on fire and reassemble a donkey. The lit up tree is Arbor Day.
Again, I love it when Transformers talk about weird human customs. It's so cute. So Charlie's kids are planning a surprise party for him, and Chief Burns tries to explain to Chase what a white lie is.
Sometimes, if you have a good reason and it doesn't do any harm, it's okay. It's called a white lie.
Forgive me, Chief, but I cannot condone such a thing.
Well, it's not really... the point is... Oh, thank goodness.
The two go and investigate a noise coming from the old lead mine, and both accidentally fall in. But due to Chief's white lie earlier, his family have no idea where they are. Chase and Chief Burns find an old minecart and rail. They better be careful. There might be a spider spawner nearby. While looking for diamonds, a light switch, Chase accidentally hits the lever that activates the powered rails, sending Chief Burns towards a broken stretch of track.
Break! Slow us down!
Whew.
I do not believe that was the light switch.
After exploring the mine for a while, Chief Burns gets tired and Chase offers his car mode interior for him to rest. Aww, that's kind of sweet. Unfortunately, water seems to be rising around them. Back at home, the others figure out where they are. In the mine, Chief Burns and Chase find the source of the water, and I believe that this is the first time we've ever seen a human exit a transformer in robot mode in this series. Unfortunately, we don't exactly see how he exits Chase because his body is in the way, but it does seem like he just opens his front window. This turns out to be a bad idea though, because Chase's punching causes the cavern to partially collapse, sending rocks down onto Chief Burns, one of which hits him and injures his shoulder. Back at the entrance to the mine, we learn that Blades is apparently afraid of bats? Aww, poor Blades. There's nothing to be scared of bats. They're cute. Or at least I think they are. Also, I guess this means that Blades might not like Nyx? Aww, that would be a shame if two of my favorite bots didn't get along. I like how Blades uses his winch to lower himself down into the mine. Very creative use of your tools. And it also kind of reminds me of Indiana Jones a little bit.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
But just as Blades feared, there are bats in the mines.
There'll be no blood sucking on my watch!
Blades and Boulder find Chase, and I like how Chase mentions the Allspark.
Thank the Allspark.
Although we never do actually see the Allspark until the very end of Prime in the TV movie Predacons Rising. And then later in Rescue Bots Academy, we see a model replica of the Allspark, but it's based on the newer Cyberverse and War for Cybertron D20 style design. So which Allspark Chase is referencing isn't exactly clear.
Better get inside. Boulder can get a little messy.
That's a good idea. Too bad Chief Burns didn't stay inside Chase. Then a lot of this mess could have been avoided. Also, I think this is the first time we've ever seen Graham riding inside of Blades. It's a little weird. Kind of like earlier when they were protecting their human partners from the bats, Blades was guarding Graham and Boulder was guarding Danny. It's just a little odd that their partners were swapped. So after a close call of Chief Burns being pulled under by the vortex, he turns out to be okay. Other than his broken arm, of course. And this suddenly made me realize what the rescue bots are missing. An ambulance bot. Because I assumed that they would have rushed Charlie to the hospital after this and got his arm looked at. I guess Blades could have flown him to the hospital, but now that I've noticed it, it seems weird for a rescue team like them to not have a dedicated medical bot / vehicle on their team. I could just imagine there being an episode where they have to rush a pregnant woman to the hospital and them having a discussion where babies come from. Well, we end this episode with Charlie finally having his birthday party. And we learn that Danny is not so perfect because apparently she can't cook. Oh well. This was a pretty good episode of Rescue Bots. There were some surprisingly scary moments in this episode, like Chief Burns getting injured. I did not expect to see someone actually get hurt in this series. Again, Rescue Bots continues to shock me with how dark it can get for a little kid's show. What about you? What did you think of this episode of the original Rescue Bots series? As always, let me know down in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you back here next week for the next episode of Rescue Bots Shake Up. See you then!